Hello and welcome to the first instalment of our community course on medieval and early modern food. We're delighted that you can join us to explore the tastes of the past. Before we begin today's lecture, I'd like to make a few introductions. I'd like to introduce myself, the bonus features, the course, and Durham's Medieval and Early Modern Student Association, known as MEMSA, the Institute of Medieval and Early Modern Studies, known as MEMSA, and what Durham has to do with medieval and early modern food. I'm Charlotte Spencer, the course convener and a PhD candidate in the School of Modern Languages and Cultures here in Durham, studying medieval gardens as they appear in French and Italian textual, visual and material sources from around 1140 to 1450. If anyone has any questions as the course progresses, I'm more than happy to help. Please do not hesitate to contact me via the MEMSA email address. So MEMSA is a student-led group that organises lectures, conferences and other themed events throughout the year. IMEMS, which is perhaps in need of no introduction, is one of the world's most vast and varied communities of academics, curators, practitioners and volunteers studying a range of topics from late antiquity to the late 18th century. The current 8-week course will explore the theme of medieval and early modern food from different cultures across the world in the broadest possible sense, examining, for example, etiquette, gardens, tableware, alongside food in art, literature, culture, drama, as well as from historical and religious perspectives. Our tutors are all specialists in their fields and will each contribute a short lecture video that will be released via our website every Monday evening. The course programme can be found on the website, and every Friday evening there's also the chance to join us on Zoom to meet our tutors and ask any questions. This is, of course, completely optional, so please don't worry if you can't make it. Equally, there's no obligation to follow the course in its entirety. We understand that you all have busy lives and other commitments. The course is intended for our tutors to share their research with the wider community. And whether you join us for 1 week or our entire journey, we'd be delighted to welcome you. The course videos will remain on the website for at least the duration of the course, and every Monday, everyone who has registered for the course will receive an email from us, which will contain directions to that week's academic film and any extra materials the tutor has to offer, as well as the Zoom links for the Friday evening question and answer session. So that just leaves one last question to answer before we begin today's talk. What does Durham have to do with medieval and early modern food? A lot. So as it happens, Durham Cathedral Priory has a claim to the earliest collection of recipes in the medieval European canon. Although a relatively short collection and one which was found bound with various medicinal recipes, it contains some of the most popular sources of medieval cuisine from the later 12th century. The poitou sauces, which were used to garnish various different kinds of meat, fish and fowl. These recipes, which were found by Professor Faith Wallace and were analysed together with Durham's Professor Giles Gasper, have so far provided a basis for a long-standing research collaboration between Durham University and Blackfriars Restaurant in Newcastle. Eat Medieval is one of the finest fruits of this partnership, and we are excited to have the pleasure of chatting with Giles Gasper and Andy Hook from Blackfriars on Friday the 18th of June at 7:30. He'll be discussing how, along with Blackfriars' team of expert chefs, they interpreted these medieval recipes, which were often only a list of fairly obscure ingredients, and made them fit for modern tastes and modern kitchens. Giles and Andy will also be discussing their latest Eat Medieval course, Fit for a King, which will combine certain recipes from the Catalan St. Sylvie collection with one of the most famous English medieval recipe collections, the Forme of Cury. That was originally associated with the court of Richard II, and it now mainly survives in 15th century copies, and Durham's Cousins Library actually holds the earliest of these. And our final bonus feature is an exclusive interview with Angus Smith from Orlando Consort, a group with an international reputation in the field of medieval and Renaissance vocal music. We'll be chatting to Angus about their album entitled Food, Wine and Song, a grand celebration of medieval music and food, complete with authentic style recipes. It features works by French, English, Spanish, Portuguese and German composers, and this interview will be released onto our website during the course. If anyone watching is yet to register or sign up, don't worry, it's not a problem. Please just use the sign up form on the website and your email address will be added to the list. Today I'll be talking about gardens in medieval literature and art, with a particular emphasis on herbs, fruit and spices. In other words, depictions of those plants which might have ended up in the kitchen. Delve into the next video to find out more.